Yeah. It's about the Christian takeover. Oh, that's a nice change up, man. That's cool. It's adding like a lot of ambience into the background of it. That's so cool. I love how it's acting like it's a proper proclamation with the symphonic song behind it. You know what I mean? Oh, damn, mate. That description is so in my head right now. That description is just like... What? Like, there's like, a lot to this, man. Like, this is crazy. This is just stuff that's written in that book, man. Like, oh, this is like so hard to listen to sometimes, just with how messed up it actually is. Like, it's not even like they're making stuff up, you know what I mean? It's not even like they're exaggerating it, they're just taking it literally, which is worse, you know what I mean? Now therefore, kill every male among the little ones, and a sacrifice of adulterers whom lay with men. So, adulterers, somebody who is cheating on their marriage or relationship or whatever. So obviously, if it's a guy cheating with another guy, if it's a girl cheating with another guy, like the same thing, right? The women, the children, perish, suffer, and death by mutilation. Yeah, they got mutilated. Generally, they had their genitalia cut off, if I remember right now. Hail to the new Christian theocracy. In the beginning, I, the Creator, hath engulfed a source of blinding light. I brought life to a once abysmal, null creator of perfection. Like, yeah, you did bring life, but you brought death. It's not about light, it's about death and destruction and being very childish and throwing tantrums when people don't obey your commands and everything else in between. And then, I, thine father of the cherub, the Leviathan of incense, and abominable forbearance grips me. The penalty comes with no exodus, no heavenly afterlife. Like, no, there's nothing there. You could... is this the bit where you're stuck in purgatory, or is this straight going to hell? There's a few places you can go. The prodigal pestilent prophecies spoke unto death or procreation, unclean spawns of impurities and sin. So yeah, it's about having children outside of wedlock, about committing like that kind of sin, that kind of adultery where you're not even married to that person and then you dare to have children without my blessing, without it being under my watchful gaze. Like, you get the idea, right? Unworthy to experience my paradise, only cast a flame of damnation, deflesh the nurturing unformed bodies, in utero into carcasses that form the meat. So yeah, this is if you miscarry, if you have an abortion, if you do any of those things, that baby does not get into heaven. They have to be christened in order to get into heaven. That is a thing that is written down. That if your baby dies in childbirth, if your baby dies inside of you, if your baby dies in any other kind of way, then they do not get to heaven. They do not even see it. They are thwart into purgatory. They are basically made into flesh and bones, and they don't even get that treatment. They are just thrown there, cast aside, whichever way you want to go about it. But yeah, let's go. Oh man, I love how it's sounding so righteous with all the symphonics behind it, man. It adds so much disgust into the actual music itself. It's perfectly done, man. Wow, man. That's crazy, mate. Yeah, I love the holy sound behind it. It's so messed up, mate, but the holy sound makes it perfect. It's so royally effed up, it's crazy, mate, but... or godly fucked up, whichever way you want to go about it. Oh no, they went into the next one, I'm sorry. Oh damn, that went so quickly into that change. Yeah. That's... oh man. The ending was awesome. Like, messed up in so many ways, but awesome at the same time, so... let's see. For I must have witnessed the glorious sight of them being dashed, dragged, ripped upon the edge of stone, slaughtered the lamb who was conceived by an act of lust, of perjury to me. All the ungodly swine I write in disgust. For every forsaken woman guilty of this atrocity will have the fruit of their loins, the wretched scum, the newborn's torn, mangled and mutilated, cut from her womb. So basically, if you have a child and it's not witnessed by God in terms of like marriage or whatever else, you deserve to have that baby ripped out of you, you deserve to be like dragged, the baby mutilated out of you, ripped apart, your loins destroyed apart for you to bleed to death from. Your bodily parts, like down there, regions getting dismembered or whatever the hell else is happening, and then you shall bathe in the fetal remains rotting in the pile of death, says I, the Leviathan. Like, yeah, like, as in, he sees it as being a useless act, being a useless thing, a person, like, because it's not, like, accepted by him. Therefore, it cannot happen. Therefore, you deserve everything that comes to you, which is so messed up, so ridiculously effed up, but that's how religion is, man. Can't really help it, can we? But stop.